after the cancer treatment is over and when they're in remission, caregivers are entering this sometimes very disorienting phase where they're trying to regain a sense of themselves after they have been pretty much doing this every day, sometimes for years. And so they're reacclimating perhaps back into work life, perhaps back into a social life. They're revisiting hobbies that they used to enjoy. And this is not as easy as it might sound. It can be challenging when you've identified yourself for so long doing these sorts of tasks as a caregiver, as a person supporting this person, to then re-enter this phase where they're not that anymore. And they're really working hard to sort of reinvent themselves. I tell people counseling can do a couple things for you, or the combination thereof. It can help provide you emotional or psychological support. It can also provide you education and training. It can also do both. I think many people need both, and varieties of people can offer you therapy and counseling. It's not just a psychiatrist, although they are quite helpful. It's not just a clinical psychologist, although they can be quite helpful as well. It can be a social worker. It can be a peer counselor, a nurse coach, a navigator, primary care physicians, ministers, chaplains, priests. They all are trained in some type of counseling skills. A lot of people, when they think of the words therapy and counseling, may attribute a stigma to it, that it's not for them, or that that's only for pathologically, psychiatrically ill people. What I would say is that it's not. That counseling and therapy can look a variety of different ways, from one-on-one counseling to group counseling, where you have yourself and perhaps your spouse, or yourself and a family member, or it can be sort of a group therapy environment where you are talking with people perhaps who've gone through the same situation as yourself, or you're going to another group that's sort of similar, that also has other people experiencing the same thing.